When I was approached to direct Majestic Theatre's virtual performance of Choose Your Own Carol, I jumped at the chance.
Did you know there are no out-of-copyright theatrical adaptations of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol? 'Cause I sure didn't.
It's full of holiday magic and people love it. It's just one of those Christmas classics, and I love the story of A Christmas Carol.
I hate the story of A Christmas Carol, but I figured that would actually make it funnier if a person who hates A Christmas Carol wrote an adaptation of A Christmas Carol.
Oh, I fell in love with A Christmas Carol when I was 11 years old, and I'd watched A Muppet's Christmas Carol for the first time. All those smiling people and puppets and those Victorian costumes.
It's just so schmaltzy and samey. Boring people and boring Victorian costumes. And everybody's seen it 1.5 million times. It's like the Nutcracker. It's just a thing you do for Christmas.
Well, since then, I have watched multiple adaptations of A Christmas Carol. I've watched the Jim Carrey version. I've watched the Bill Murray version. I've watched the George C. Scott one. I have even watched the Guy Pearce one. I think Rachel would like that one. Every version still shows how a curmudgeon like Scrooge can find joy.
So, to make the experience more bearable for everyone, we decided to make it modern and add in more sassy quips.
I really enjoy the modern spin on the show. It's very hip and sassy.
And best of all, to change up this tedious tradition, we wrote 2 endings.
And as wonderful as the traditional story is, we decided to change things up. So we wrote the play with 2 endings. There's a conventional one in which Scrooge is redeemed by the spirits of Christmas.
And there's a tragic ending where Scrooge chooses to remain a humbug and the spirits have to exact their revenge.
And the audience gets to choose. Obviously, I'd vote for redemption.
Obviously, I voted for revenge.
Both endings are equally fun.
I'm excited to see what the audience ultimately chooses. Hopefully the correct choice, revenge.
I'm sure the audience will ultimately choose redemption.
Revenge makes more sense. It's a ghost story.
Redemption makes more sense. It's a holiday story.
But we don't get to choose. Our patrons do.
So we hope that lots of people can donate to the Majestic Theatre and click redemption box.
And click the revenge box and choose for Scrooge.
And choose for Scrooge.